right, everybody, welcome to my first ever React video. Hopefully I make it through this without messing anything up. Would really appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. It helps me with my mission and to make essential tremor more of a well-known movement disorder. So let's get right into it. This is a video done by the International Essential Tremor Foundation. It's talking about what essential tremor is. If you look back through some of my other videos, you'll see that I did one on my own, but let's see what the actual foundation has to say. The link for the video will be in the description, and let's get into it.
Every week, thousands of people across the world go to their doctor because they're struggling to perform everyday tasks due to their shaking.
About the time 40 or so, I noticed that my head was shaking, especially when I was extra nervous.
Yeah, so essential tremor isn't just always the hands. You've seen me do a lot of videos with showing you that my hands and forearms shake, but you can get tremor in other parts of your body, your head, jaw, your legs, even the trunk, and this is something that isn't well known.
Essential tremor is a neurological condition characterized by shaking or a tremor, most commonly in the hands. But it can also be in the voice,
which you can hear in my voice if I talk slower,
head, and even torso of the body. It's not life-threatening, but it can be life-debilitating for those who have it.
My handwriting just went to chicken scratching. It was really upsetting to me that I just couldn't write anything. I couldn't write a check.
Shaking occurs with simple tasks, such as tying shoelaces, writing, or shaving.
Essential.
So yeah, that's another big thing, is just even the most simple of tasks that you take for granted normally on a day-to-day basis. Tying your shoes can be extremely hard for somebody with essential tremor. Trimming your fingernails back with an actual pair of clippers. I have to use a nail file now. So those simple tasks, they're rough.
Tremor have tremor when they put their arms out or when they're actually doing things.
Symptoms may be aggravated by stress, fatigue, caffeine, and temperature extremes. While there are, of course, physical challenges that come with a condition, there are also a number of emotional ones. Because individuals with ET are often embarrassed about their condition or feel like they are being stared at or judged.
And that's another big one. People often ask me, why are you so nervous? Or, you feeling okay? I've even been asked, have you been drinking? And it's simply because people don't understand what the tremor is, and they automatically kind of go to the more negative stereotype. And I have had to explain more times than I can count on what it is and why I shake. And honestly, I'd rather someone just ask why than maybe accuse me of being something or feeling a certain way. If you want to know why I'm shaking, ask. The more ways I can get the message out there, the better.
They avoid public situations and sometimes become isolated.
You know, if you go out to eat and your head shakes and your hand shakes, it's not easy to get to the right place. And so that's the major challenge, and just explaining to people that I don't have Parkinson's.
Tremor is one of the most common conditions we have. Pretty much all of us have some degree of tremor, which shows up under certain conditions: when we are frightened, when we have not slept well, when we have a whole bunch of caffeine. So that is basically physiological tremor that gets worse under certain conditions. Now, if someone has a physiological tremor, they don't need to see a physician. However, if the tremor is persistent, present all the time, they should at least go see a physician once to get a diagnosis.
And that's a really important thing to note, is that, you know, under the physiological conditions that he mentioned, if you're tired, if you've had one too many cups of coffee in the morning, you know, yeah, that will make your hand shake. It does not necessarily mean that you have essential tremor. The difference comes is does that tremor stay no matter what condition you are in? And then you need to maybe go and seek a doctor's advice or their opinion and get some other testing done. But it's common for folks with essential tremor to be really upset that they have to maybe give up caffeine altogether or significantly reduce it because it just makes their tremors worse.
While there is no cure for ET, there are a number of medications available to help manage it. And there are also surgical options for people who have severe cases.
So there's medications, and I talk about this in a couple of my other videos. You can go and watch those. I'm not going to get into it here. And there are surgical options as well, and those videos are upcoming.
For more information, go to essentialtremor.org.
Yeah, that was a really great, quick video done by the IETF. And I think one other thing I'd like to note is that the people that they interviewed were people that were in towards the later years of their life. And it's important to note that people of any age can be diagnosed with essential tremor, right down to kids in the single-digit years. There are kids as young as 4 and 5 that have been diagnosed with essential tremor. You might notice it a little bit more when you start to get older, and a lot of people think, oh, that's just aging, and while some of it might be, there are other times when it really is essential tremor and there's more behind your uncontrolled movements. So yeah, really great video. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try and do some more, and I appreciate your feedback. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer the ones I can. Again, hit the subscribe button, and thanks.